Let's find a difference quotient for 5x cubed. Now, as always, if we want to find a difference quotient, we need to start with f of x plus h. Function notation says we would just replace this x, which is cubed, with x plus h in parentheses. Now, simplifying this is going to take a little bit of work, but x plus h cubed, you'll remember, is x plus h times x plus h times x plus h. To distribute all of this out, what we need to do is first focus on these first two factors. We're going to FOIL out those first two factors. We multiplied our first two terms, our outer two terms, our inner two terms, and our last two terms. We can combine two middle terms. Now we have a situation where we need to multiply these three terms, this trinomial, by these two terms, or this binomial. That's going to require that we distribute every term in the trinomial with every term in the binomial. So that 5's just living outside here for a while. Let's multiply the x squared times the x to get x cubed, and the x squared times the h to get x squared h. Those are the red terms. Now let's look at the blue terms. We're going to multiply the 2xh times x to get 2x squared h, and we're going to multiply the 2xh times h to get 2xh squared. Now we're going to multiply the h squared times the x to get h squared x, and this h squared by this h to get h cubed. Those were the terms I labeled in green. So now we have what looks like maybe a bit of a big mess, but we have a couple of like terms that we combine. X cubed is all by itself, but this x squared h term has a like term over right here, 2x squared h. We have 1x squared h and 2x squared h. That makes 3x squared h. Moving on, we have a 2xh squared term, which is a like term with this x h squared term here. Again, the 2 plus the 1 is going to give us a 3xh squared. The h cubed does not have any like terms, so we can't combine that with anything. Okay, let's multiply that 5 through the parentheses. And now we need to realize that we did all of that work just so we could have f of x plus h, so that we could plug it into this difference quotient formula. Let's take a look at that difference quotient formula. Okay, let's plug f of x plus h, this big long thing that we found, in right here. And we need to plug our original function in right here. If you've forgotten what it was, I have. It is 5x cubed. That goes right here. Don't forget your minus sign in between your terms, and don't forget parentheses are always a good idea. Now you'll notice that something should cancel. This 5x cubed term is going to cancel with that 5x cubed term. And let's see what we're left with. All right, we need to cancel this h from the denominator. The safest way to do that is to factor what we can out of the numerator. We can factor a 5h, it looks like, out of the numerator, leaving us with a 3x squared, a 3xh, and an h squared. Now this h in the denominator can cancel with this factor h in the numerator, and we have ourselves a final answer. Okay, that was pretty fun.